This is Brohenheim of Light, and this is my Minecraft world. I am just getting started out in the online live gaming broadcasting, but I have been gaming since I was in the single digits, and that's almost 4 decades now. Yes, I am a dad video gamer. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. If you're here, if you're watching later after it's not a live broadcast anymore, but this is the initial broadcast for us to see if we finally got everything set up. I built a world here in Minecraft with my kiddos, and they like to share it with me, and they said that it would be really cool if we could end up going live streaming gaming. And if anybody recognizes my voice, yes, I do have another culinary channel on YouTube, kind of popular as of this point. If you ever want to check it out, feel free, drop a request in the comments. I won't go trying to plug it here all kinds of shamelessly. We'll wait till I'm super popular, and then I can be like, yes, check that place out too. But for now, let's walk around the Minecraft world that I've built. Now, the initial place, that's the main house you saw from the beginning there, that is basically close to where the world spawn was at, where we first started. Now, I may not get all the terminology right, but I'm going to do my best. And this may not also be the longest of the live sessions, as I'm also going to be seeing how well it actually rebroadcasts once I cut it and then let it fly. So this world is pretty cool. I actually have a sneaking suspicion that I might be on top of one of those older civilizations deep down inside, because when I dig down near the world spawn lower and lower and lower, I've gotten some pretty interesting results once the caves open up and there's lava and there's diamonds. And I actually ended up finding one of those things that are the spawn blocks for the skeletons. That was pretty cool. My kiddo flipped out on that one a little bit. She's like, oh my gosh, you found a spawn block. I was like, yeah, that's quite a fight. Wouldn't you believe it? But then she educated me on such things. She's one that actually got me into Minecraft. I am more of the old school RPG, Final Fantasy type gamer. Sometimes on the PC, mostly on the console, as you can see here. But going in between the two and broadcasting, it is turning out to be pretty interesting. Gonna need a cup of water here pretty soon too. So let's see how that goes. But there's a large compound that we have built here at first between myself and my kiddos. This is the arena where we slap each other up when we feel like having Minecraft fights. There's a large diving board up there, not the biggest, but enough that you can have fun and not be like, wow, I'm so incredibly high, but still be high enough that you jump in to a pool right down here with all kinds of glass blocks down below. Oh, actually looks like it was filled in. Maybe my kiddos decided that they were going to get broken somehow. I'll have to talk smackola to them later about that. Fill it up with some glass blocks later. Get the furnace going. Plenty of those around here. And then if I needed more, my older kiddos definitely got a lot of furnaces around. Must have like 15 or 16 of them at a time. It's pretty funny once you get them going and if you have enough seaweed. Kelp, as it were. Actually, kelp is, my goodness, the best fuel in this game. I didn't know it at first, but once I found that out, I was all about it. We got this place not too far out that I'm about to go to. We call it Sea Point, and it's where we get most of our kelp farming done. Gonna have to replace a few things as we go here. All kinds of weird stuff in my hotbar. Oh, controller drift. Might have to get one new one of those fairly soon. Play enough video games, the controller starts to drift. Got some underwater places where you can look around and have fun while you're there. As we go out to Sea Point, we'll see all kinds of interesting things. I got a couple of different mining spots going around. The world's actually turned out pretty big so far. We've been in it 1,000 days just playing around and having fun. And it's pretty well dug out overall, honestly. And there's probably tons more to explore that we haven't seen yet. But that's the beauty of this game, isn't it? And so here we are, checking it out. It takes like a minute or two to get there. It's not too entirely close, but it's not too entirely far. I like the sounds. This game kind of reminds me of the older school video games, like minus the whole entire plot. The open world stuff really is a lot of fun. I remember when it started with Super Mario 64 back in the day, like you still had your plot line, but the world was a little more open. And then once you got into Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, then it really got into it, at least console and Zelda-wise. But open world has been there for quite a long while. Maybe it was Ultima Avatar that was one of the earliers. That was fun. Final Fantasy Dragon Warrior were cool too. Oh, look at that. We got a zombie poking its head out of the water over there. Now, as you can see in the distance, we're approaching Sea Point. And that is the cool spot that I have that my daughter and I built up. It was actually one of those ancient ruins where you get the funky looking sand that you got to brush and artifacts come out of it. And she was kind of jazzed that we found it at first. And now we've turned it into kind of a floating city of sorts. As we get on the approach, you can see where we harvest the kelp. The kelp beds actually get thicker over there. I don't know if you can see over in the distance right here and right there, the little outlines of glass, but I have underwater observatories built up that are, you can go in there and catch your breath if you're playing around underwater. Kind of a fun thing to do. See right down there. And now we get in here, dock ourselves, and hop on out. And this is Sea Point. And in Sea Point, we got a dog there hanging out. Probably gonna need to feed it pretty soon. And a couple of the furnaces. We got the chest. Hi, dog. And I got a few things. The kelp is definitely the best. And from there, I think at this point, we're gonna say bye-bye, the first of the streaming, and we'll be back a little bit later. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.